Hi everyone, welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. I'm DIYholic. I share from DIY craft tutorials to tips and tricks, so if you're into that, make sure you're subscribed to my channel for new weekly content. A few months ago, Cricut released new heat presses. Today I'll be focusing on the Cricut Hat Press and the Cricut EasyPress 3 to show you what they are capable of doing and how they compare to the previous heat presses. Let's start with the hat press. This is a hat pressing form which is included inside the box. It has a pretty nice weight to it and it helps create a firm surface when pressing your designs onto your hats, along with the roll of strong heat resistant tape. The Cricut Hat Press has 3 levels of heat up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You can either control the settings manually or via Bluetooth with the Cricut Heat App. The cool thing about these new heat presses is that they designed this app where you can send the ideal time and temperature to your heat press. Not only that, but it also guides you through every step you need to take to complete your projects and obtain the best results possible. I'll be personalizing this visor hat with iron-on vinyl, and since the design will be small, I decided to use my Cricut Machine to cut my design. After weeding the layers, I took the hat pressing form and secured the hat blank onto it, making sure it was nice and tight from the back. Before pressing, don't forget to go over the area with the lint roller. Honestly, I was pretty impressed by how quickly the press heats up through the app, and it starts the timer right away, which I thought was pretty cool. First, it told me to preheat the area for 5 seconds, then I aligned the first layer on the center of the hat and secured it with purple strong heat resistant tape. This was my first time ever making a custom hat using this press, so I was still learning. I would now normally move the press in a side-to-side motion to make sure the design gets even heat distribution, especially if it was a wider design that goes across the hat. After the first layer cooled down, I added the second layer, which was a steel iron-on vinyl. I repeated the same process of placing it down and securing it with heat-resistant tape. This will help the design stay in place while it's being pressed down. Lastly, I removed the plastic carrier sheet and was left with this really cool hat that only took me like 20 to 15 minutes to complete. The pressing form can fit a variety of hat blanks such as this regular baseball cap, trucker hats, bucket hats. Also, Cricut released their own trucker and baseball hats that are Infusible Ink compatible, so if you are a sublimation crafter, this also means you can use it to press sublimation transfers. Next, we have the Cricut EasyPress 3. The size I have is a 9x9, but they also have it available in 12x10. This heat press is ideal for mid-sized projects such as personalized shirts, sweatshirts, totes, and more. Both of these heat press machines are in the color sand blue. Again, with its advanced heat plate, it also heats up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The Cricut Heat App also works with this heat press, so when you register your machines, they can all be in one place ready to get to work. When you open the box, you will find this iron-on vinyl design you can practice with, along with this envelope that includes more information about the heat press and its warranty. The heat press comes inside this bag that can be reused to store your machine when it's not in use. The color of these new machines is by far my favorite out of all of the previous ones they come out with. I think that the small design changes on the buttons also adds a nice modern look to it. Other than that, the shape of the press itself looks about the same. The ceramic coated heat plate heats up evenly, which means it allows you to get consistent results every time you use it. I registered the heat press and connected it to the app via Bluetooth. The process was pretty quick. Here you can see how the app walks me through each step. It's telling me to preheat the blank. All I'm controlling is picking up the heat press and making sure the material settings are set correctly on the app. From there, I just follow each step until I complete the project. And it even reminds me at the end to turn over my project to heat it from the back. This is what helps your design adhere even more and obtain better results. I had to test this machine and app to see how they perform together with an infusible ink project. I'm using this Cricut animal print infusible ink sheets to make a custom t-shirt. I placed the plastic side of the sheet down on the mat and used a Brayer tool to get rid of any air bubbles.
You seem to have the time, but when it's hard you just grow cold up. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. It's deja vu.
I carefully weeded the design with my fingers and got the t-shirt ready. I'm using a Cricut blank infusible ink shirt. These are so soft, they are one of my favorites to use. The Cricut Heat App walked me through the steps, so first I preheated the tea for 15 seconds, then I took a piece of cardstock and placed it inside the shirt. This will prevent the infusible ink from transferring to the backside. This t-shirt acrylic ruler helped me center the transfer correctly, leaving the 2 inches needed between the design and the neckline. Take a piece of butcher paper that comes with the infusible ink sheets to protect the heat plate from the infusible ink. The timer of 40 seconds at 385 degrees Fahrenheit was sent to the machine, and all you have to do is make sure you're adding enough pressure so your design transfers correctly. This was the final result. Overall, I think that these machines perform really well whether you're working with iron-on vinyl, infusible ink, or sublimation projects. The Cricut Heat App is a nice resource to have if you're a beginner or even if you're not. I've been a Cricut crafter for a few years, but I think it's still nice to have a reminder of the settings and instructions. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and learned something new. If you aren't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time with a new DIY.